Well, Money in the Bank's over. Money in the Bank's over, and what did it tell us, wrestling fans? What did it tell us? Outside the fact that we do not want to see Raw's championship matchup now because Charlotte holds the gold. What did it tell us? And that's as far as I'm getting with Charlotte versus Ripley, Rhea Ripley, don't worry. But outside of that, what did Money in the Bank tell us today? That they have a lot of pieces lined up in place. A lot of rivalries lined up in place for SummerSlam, wrestling fans. And we're going to discuss all of it right here today on the channel. Before we do, though, y'all know what to do. We're going to get it out of the way really quickly. My usual stick right at the very beginning to get all this crap out of the way, and that is to become a subscriber today. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for all notifications. If you haven't done so already, I don't know what you're waiting for, because trust me, wrestling fans, trust me, everybody that's watching this video, that ends up watching this video, it is well worth subscribing for and tuning into, because a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, and a lot of great content goes into this channel each and every week. If you like Backyard Beatdown, go and check it out if you haven't yet. We just put out our anniversary show. It was a good show. Parts 1 and 2 is out right now, plus all the promos and everything. We got a huge list of Backyard Beatdown Season 2, plus all the other wrestling stuff that goes on the channel each and every week. Now, wrestling fans, let's dive into Money in the Bank. First off, the Usos taking on the Mysterios. The Mysterios drop the tag titles to the Usos tonight. Is it the best decision by WWE? I don't think so. I know it was probably in their mind. Their mind was, hey, let's take the titles off the Mysterios tonight. Let's give it to the Bloodline. Let's enhance the Reigns and the Usos' character, their story. Guys, it would make more sense, and I think everybody would agree with me when I say it would make more sense if WWE would have saved it for SummerSlam. Bigger reaction, better reaction than what we saw tonight, even though the crowd did an awesome job. One thing I am glad about, I know some people have been saying, hey, look, same show, just the crowd back. Like I've always said, and like some people have said, even though some of those same people say, hey, same crowd, crowd back, same show. Look, like I've always said, crowd can make or break a show. The crowd made this show better tonight. All right? The crowd did. They were not sitting on their hands or just standing on their feet for nothing tonight. Outside of one superstar, and we'll talk about her in just a little bit. But wrestling fans, let me tell you, the Usos winning the tag team titles tonight should have been saved for SummerSlam, because we know nobody, absolutely nobody, is going to be sitting on their hands during SummerSlam. I mean, they're just not going to do it. SummerSlam is being booked like bigger than WrestleMania, and it's going to be bigger than WrestleMania this year with how it's being booked, because you got John Cena versus Roman Reigns, pretty much made official now. Edge versus Seth Rollins, pretty much made official now. Will be made official come Friday. Tomorrow night, unfortunately, we will see Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley being made official. Too many rumors and everything. That's being made official. So just those three matches alone Okay, and I'm not saying it's because part-timers are in, but the stories and everything, and the fact that there's fans back in the arena, is going to make it where there is a much bigger and better feel to SummerSlam than any other show this year. I mean, it just is. Now, outside of the Usos winning, which honestly I would have had it in some disqualification and had the storyline progress until you got to SummerSlam, and that's where the big payoff would have been. But outside of that, what did WWE really give to us tonight? You got Nikki becoming Mrs. Money in the Bank, or Miss Money in the Bank. Look, I have a little theory about this. Just a small one. And that is, WWE put the Money in the Bank briefcase on her because her character sucks. She came out to crickets. They heard I bet they had it planned out that Alexa Bliss was going to win. They had it planned out that Alexa Bliss was going to win. I could guarantee that. Guarantee it. So what do? They listen to everybody come out. Nobody was cheering Nikki when she came out in that superhero outfit, looking like she's one of the old characters from McDonald's. And what happens? I guarantee in that little mic that's in ref's ears, they told him, hey, you know what? Let's change who's going to win this. We're going to put the briefcase on Nikki. See if that'll help get her over. Because this character is not doing anything in front of the fans. I guarantee it. And you know what? The fans erupted when she won. Now, will that happen in every arena? We shall see. Okay? But tonight, it worked. Now, we got the men's Money in the Bank. And the men's Money in the Bank, we all know that Big E won. Okay? Which kind of ties into the Bobby Lashley matchup. You see, Bobby Lashley systematically destroyed Kofi Kingston. Piece by piece. Limb by limb. Ripped him apart. What does men's Money in the Bank briefcase matchup tell us? Big E's winning. And Big E's headed over to Monday Night Raw. No doubt in my mind that after Bobby Lashley gets done squashing, because that's all it's going to be at SummerSlam, a squash match between Bobby Lashley and Goldberg, in which Bobby Lashley will win. We will see Big E hop on over to Raw and get revenge for the systematic takedown of the New Day tonight. Now, when we look at everything else that happened in that matchup, if Raw the last few weeks didn't tell us this, then Drew McIntyre getting carted out by this goof and his two men that follow behind him sure did.
You? Jinder Mahal? The make-believe Maharaja?
That's one way to say it. Or here's another way to say it. The modern day Maharaja. Jinder Mahal taking on Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. Are you ready to see this crap show? That's what that match is. Absolutely a big heaping pile of it. Why on earth does WWE think this is a good idea? I do not know. Putting Jinder Mahal on the biggest show of the year. Why? Whatever. It does take Drew McIntyre down a notch, which, okay, that's fine. Whatever. I mean, I didn't want him to win Money in the Bank anyway. But still, I mean, I would rather seen Riddle win Money in the Bank, them still go after the tag titles against AJ and Omos. AJ and Omos win at SummerSlam because at the end of the match, Randy Orton turns on Riddle. That's what I would rather seen. And then Riddle and Randy Orton could have been one-on-one feuding in the fall months. But, whatever. And he could have also had the Money in the Bank briefcase. He just would have been getting built up, being by Randy Orton's side. Instead of being built up being by Randy Orton's side, just for a tag team title matchup. And then, later on, being down the road. But can't you see Rated RK Bro, or not, I shouldn't say rated. Can't you see RK Bro winning the tag titles at SummerSlam? Judging by what happened tonight, I sure can. I mean, I can. All this stuff, what WWE gave to us tonight, I can see happening. I mean, I really can. And look, Edge versus Roman Reigns, it was a good matchup for what they could do. It wasn't like a fast-paced matchup. I tell you what, Edge versus Seth Rollins is going to be a much faster pace. Okay, but I mean, it was an all right matchup. I got bored through parts of it, but overall, it did pick up, and once it picked up, it got a lot better. But what can we expect out of it? It was predictable, and I'm glad that WWE brought John Cena out tonight. Gives us a reason to tune in Friday instead of just, oh wow, there's no one left. And all of you acknowledge me. No. Give us a reason. Thank you, WWE, for doing that. And as far as Monday Night Raw is concerned, I have absolutely no idea what you're doing. Probably Bobby Lashley's going to go out there and say he's destroyed everybody. There's nobody, blah, blah, blah. And Goldberg is going to come out and challenge him. And there you go. There's your match for SummerSlam. But you know what? Outside of that, wrestling fans, not too much happened. Okay? I mean, not too much happened at all. A lot of things just setting up for SummerSlam. They said that there was going to be surprises tonight. Were we surprised? I wouldn't say people were surprised. Okay, because we all kind of knew the direction WWE was going anyway for SummerSlam, because it was already leaked and everything. If they think tomorrow Goldberg coming is a surprise, when all that's going to happen is him getting squashed at SummerSlam, and it's not going to do anything for Bobby Lashley, then they got another thing coming. That's all I gotta say about Monday Night Raw. And I feel sorry for Raw, them doing that. I feel sorry for that show, them doing that. I really do. Okay, because SmackDown, what they have planned, judging by tonight's show, looks pretty good going into SummerSlam. Raw, Goldberg versus Lashley, and Mahal versus McIntyre. That's the two matches that I see lined up right now. Outside of that tag team stuff that I told you earlier. Y'all let me know what you're thinking about all this in the comments below. Don't forget to become a subscriber and all that kind of good stuff that I mentioned at the beginning. Okay, wrestling fans, at the beginning. I hope you enjoyed this Money in the Bank review. If you did, don't forget to do all that great stuff I told you. And of course, until I see you tomorrow for my Raw review, this is Webby, and I'll catch all of you on the other side. Talk to you later.